Bien le bonsoir. Tac. Touk. Veuillez sincèrement m'excuser pour ce retard considérable sur ce stream. J'ai tenté un nouveau truc. J'ai tenté de streamer avec Streamlabs. Là, actuellement, je stream avec Streamlabs pour tenter parce que j'ai vu qu'ils ont un outil où on peut gérer le stream depuis une tablette. Donc je peux changer mes scènes depuis ma tablette. Et sur mon téléphone, ça fonctionne super bien, agréablement bien. Mais sur ma tablette, ça a du mal. Et voilà, c'est fort dommage. Parce que là, ça marche même plus. Voilà, c'est-à-dire que là, ça marche même plus. Donc c'est dommage. Pourtant, avec mon téléphone, ça marche super. Et j'ai galéré à lancer aussi mon live parce qu'il y avait des soucis avec Twitch. Enfin, je pense que les soucis viennent de moi, hein, mais je me comprends, quoi. Donc, ouais, bébé. Voilà, il y a des petits soucis. Alors, est-ce que ça vient de ma connexion Internet? Je pense pas, parce qu'elle marche bien, en vrai, ma connexion Internet. Donc voilà. Mais ouais, à chaque fois, ça me met... voilà, à chaque fois, ça me demande de scanner mon QR code. Je vais essayer de le rescanner. Voilà, terminé. Connecting. Voilà. Ça ne marche pas, c'est de la merde. Ça m'énerve. Et sur mon iPad non plus, ça ne marche pas. Si, là ça marche. Là ça marche. Là ça marche. Là ça marche. Bah, ça a l'air de marcher maintenant. Mais voilà. C'est-à-dire que voilà, maintenant quand je clique là-dessus, ça peut changer mes scènes. Ce qui est du coup plutôt pratique. Voilà. Non, là ça se remet à ne plus fonctionner. Voilà, ça ne répond plus encore une fois. Bon, je sais pas de quand date l'outil. Est-ce qu'on pourrait avoir un About 2018 quand même? Ça fait 2 ans que l'outil est lancé. Ah merde. J'aurais espéré que ça soit moins parce que... Ouais, c'est pas bien ouf. Hein. Ça répond pas bien du tout. Et pourtant, j'ai une super connexion internet. Hein. Mais du genre qui télécharge GTA 5 en 1 heure, moins d'1 heure. Donc quand même, un peu déçu. Et puis qui me permet de streamer. Donc là, alors est-ce que si je change... Celui-là, je change 5 GHz. Si je me mets en normal, en 2,4 GHz, c'est que peut-être l'outil marchera mieux. Peut-être qu'il faut que je redémarre. Je vais redémarrer. Je suis désolé hein, de faire ça. D'ailleurs, du coup, je sais pas si, vu à l'heure auquel je commence le stream, est-ce que je vais pouvoir tout vous montrer. Ah, là, ça marche. Ça a l'air de plutôt bien réagir. Voilà. J'enlève. Oula, attends, peut-être que vous aviez le son en double. Non, c'est bon, j'avais pris le son. Parce qu'en fait, ma webcam a aussi un micro. Et du coup, il faut que je fasse attention. Parce que, en fait, j'ai réussi à tout importer de OBS Studio à Streamlabs OBS. Ce qui est super pratique par contre. Parce que j'ai pas besoin de refaire mes scènes et ça vraiment. Voilà. Mais ouais, j'étais un peu plus à l'aise avec OBS Studio, moi personnellement. Alors que celui-là, beaucoup disent qu'il est beaucoup plus simple. Que moi, je trouve OBS Studio beaucoup plus complet. Peut-être un petit peu moins simple, un petit peu moins intuitif, mais beaucoup plus complet. C'est-à-dire que là, par exemple, j'ai aucune donnée sur si je drop ou pas. Voilà, je suis dans la possibilité de savoir si je drop. Et ouais, il y a des outils que j'arrive pas à enlever, d'autres que j'aimerais bien mettre. Enfin, je suis, ouais. Pour l'instant, je suis un peu sceptique. Pour l'instant, je suis un peu sceptique parce que ça me dit pas si ça fonctionne bien. Donc, on va tester, voilà. Est-ce que ça marche bien? Ouais, là, ça a l'air de bien compter. Je suis pas en 5 GHz. Ouais, c'est vrai que peut-être le 5 GHz est un peu plus instable. Il est très rapide, mon 5 GHz, mais il est beaucoup plus instable pour tout ce qui est connexion entre deux appareils. Hein, que mon 2,4 GHz, c'est vrai que lui, il est d'une stabilité incroyable. Donc à chaque fois, je vais devoir switcher sur celui-ci. Bref, on va tenter du coup de faire le Batman The Enemy Within, l'épisode 2 de celui-ci. J'espère sincèrement que ça va fonctionner. J'ai certains de mes widgets qui ne fonctionnent pas. Donc le widget par exemple des viewers, de spectateurs qui ne fonctionnent pas. Enfin j'en ai plein qui ne fonctionnent pas. Voilà, bon. C'est comme ça parce qu'en fait j'avais téléchargé des scripts, des plugins pour OBS Studio, mais du coup pas pour Streamlabs OBS. Et du coup ça fait un peu chier. Mais c'est pas grave. On va se le tenter comme ça. Alors, est-ce que le son de mon micro est assez fort? Ouais, je pense. Je verrai, hein. Ah là, peut-être que c'est mieux. Ouais, bon. Voilà, on va laisser comme ça. Je vais laisser comme ça. Je verrai. Faut pas que ça sature trop non plus. Mais faut qu'on m'entende plus que le jeu. Même si je parle pas beaucoup. Et le son du jeu, j'espère qu'il sera bien aussi. Hein. Mais du coup, voilà. Mais du coup, ouais, c'est vachement plus pratique pour moi de pouvoir changer directement depuis mon iPad. Et pas besoin de faire du coup de retour Windows. Je tente le lancement du jeu. Et j'espère sincèrement que ça va marcher. Voilà, parce que j'ai fait des tests, mais ils n'étaient pas très concluants, les tests que j'ai faits. Donc j'espère que les prochains que je vais faire vont l'être un peu plus. Ah, alors malheureusement, il n'y a pas l'effet que j'avais mis, que j'aimais bien. Tant pis, on peut pas tout avoir. C'est un stream en 30 fps, hein, normalement. Je vais checker. Mais normalement, j'ai demandé à ce que ce soit en 40 fps, pardon. Je vais regarder ça avec... Ouais, 48 fps. J'ai demandé 40 fps. Hein. Voilà, sinon ça laguait trop. Voilà, je sais pas si vous vous souvenez, mais en 50 fps, ça avait beaucoup trop de mal. Et là, j'ai pas non plus mes framerates. Il y a beaucoup de trucs qui me dérangent, malheureusement. Je vais voir, hein, je vais apprendre. Hein. Apparemment, c'est plus simple, mais moi, je trouve ça plus compliqué. Personnellement, alors c'est peut-être parce que je passe de OBS à ça, hein, que j'étais longtemps habitué à OBS. Bref, c'est pas grave, on s'en fout. On va passer à l'épisode 2. Derrière le voile, au risque de son identité soit révélée, Bruce doit agir en compagnie d'un nouvel acteur de premier plan à Gotham. Une conspiration criminelle qui menace la ville tout entière se trame dans la pénombre. Donc, à mon avis, on va rencontrer Harley Quinn. Elle ressemble vachement à Harley Quinn, avec des hommes de main. Assez baraque. Voilà. Mais c'est parti, du coup on commence l'épisode 2. Donc si jamais il y a des couacs dans ce live, je suis sincèrement désolé. Mais voilà, j'avais envie de tester. Voilà, j'ai vu qu'ils ont sorti un super outil. Et bah voilà, moi je me dis, faut que je le teste. Est-ce qu'au niveau de tous les sons on est bien? Bah ouais, on est bien. Et puis on peut commencer. On est... Attendez. Game, live... Ouais, parfait. Et ben on peut y aller, c'est parti. Croise les doigts pour que ça fonctionne tout du long. Cette série de jeux s'adapte aux choix que vous faites. L'histoire est déterminée par votre façon de jouer. Du coup demain j'essaierai de commencer mon stream plus tôt. Si j'y arrive. Et ça a l'air de continuer de laguer. Ça m'énerve. Et là, par contre, j'ai aucune indication de à combien de FPS je suis.
He drew me into his twisted game, striking at the things I hold most dear. But I survived his deadly traps. I emerged the victor. But the cost was too great. Lucius Fox is dead. Riddler is dead. And with him the only lead I had to taking down the greatest danger Gotham has ever faced. And the person best equipped to help me is a threat to my deepest secret.
The Riddler was going to be my way in, once we captured him alive. But now I have you to lean on. A man who lives on both sides of the line. And knows exactly when to cross it. Yes, you and I will be working together very closely. Bruce Wayne.
La Dame de Dublin, 23h57.
I can keep your secret. And despite what you did, going behind my back to Maury, I will continue to keep it. No reports, nothing. No one else needs to know. To deal with the present threat, though, I need both of you. The man inside and outside the mask. You have to understand, I'm not the enemy here. It may seem that way right now, but I'm not. Our problems are far too big for us to be bickering among ourselves.
If that's true, then reinstate Gordon as commissioner.
You really are loyal to that stubborn old mule, aren't you? I'll tell you what. Play nice with me now, And when this is all over, I'll make things right with Gordon. When Riddler's friends hear he's dead, they ain't gonna just carry on carrying on. They might get sloppy. They might want revenge. Or they might simply accelerate their plans. I'm gonna need eyes everywhere in Gotham. A man like Bruce Wayne, with all his influence and resources, can go places Batman can't. You understand what I'm saying, don't you? Your public persona could be a great help to us here. Maybe even as much as Batman in certain situations.
Bruce Wayne is my cover. There's a reason I keep my identity a secret. The wrong person finds out, it's all over.
I hear you loud and clear. But it didn't stop Bruce Wayne from dealing with a thug like Mori. In public.
What the hell?
Looks like the whole city's under attack.
We've got a report of a raid on the Gotham PD arsenal. If those bastards get their hands on our weapons...
This is coordinated. It's Riddler's gang. It has to be. We're gonna need Batman for this one.
Agreed.
Emergency services is already pushed to the limit.
Then we'll have to redeploy patrol officers to defend the arsenal.
Don't divert any men, Gordon. I can handle the arsenal call.
Thank you. Let's move, people. This is what we trained for.
There's been an attack in the financial district.
Biotech company on the west side is under siege.
Arsenal du JCPD, minuit 34.
What more do you want with me?
Hey, shut it. You got what you came for. You don't need me.
Well, you better hope that's not true. Outlive your usefulness and the boss will make a pretzel out of your neck. Or keep running your mouth, and maybe I'll splatter you all over the wall.
Ça commence direct les QTE.
Whoa. How many are there?
I don't know. 10 or 12, maybe? The really big one, he made me give him the keys to the armored transport vehicles. I didn't want to, I swear.
It's okay. Get out of here. Now.
Thank you, Batman. Hey, you about done?
Yeah, just about.
All right. Son of...
Who are you?
A nightmare, much like yourself. But you can call me Bane. A man cannot win a war alone. You fight well, but you fight alone. You will die alone.
Je vais en louper aucun. Qu'est-ce
I
que tu
can
dis de
see
ça?
why Riddler wanted to be the one to kill you.
Riddler is dead.
He's dead.
Riddler?
You should be worrying about yourself.
I promised my men a hell of a battle if ever I faced you. And I'd hate to disappoint them. Oh, I haven't faced a true warrior since I left Peña Duro prison. And there... Save your strength, man. This one is mine.
Tu ne m'auras jamais. Ou presque. Ouais, presque. Presque jamais. Ça va le faire, ça va le faire. Il me rappelle de très mauvais souvenirs, celui-là.
I will give you a piece for death. If you take it. This pain you're feeling, Batman.
Il est mort, l'autre bonhomme? That is the question. J'espère qu'il est pas mort. Sinon, je vais m'en vouloir beaucoup.
Keep your eyes open. Don't let anyone follow you to the warehouse.
Don't worry, we'll hit the back way when it dies.
Safe travels, man.
Allez, on s'en va. Enfin parti. On va l'aider. Faut aller l'aider. Appelez Gordon, appelez Waller. Les équipes de Waller sont bien entraînées et équipées pour faire face aux hommes de Bane et récupérer les armes. Et Gordon se sentira trahi si je ne l'informe pas. J'appelle Gordon.
Batman? Batman, what's wrong?
Jim. Hope. Hang in there.
Putain, on l'appelle à l'aide. On est vraiment mal, hein. Pour qu'on l'appelle à l'aide, à mon avis, on est mal. Batman, the Telltale series, the enemy within. Ok, les renforts sont arrivés.
Batman!
Batman! Say something if you can hear me.
Gordon.
Christ. Batman.
Come on, help me.
It won't move.
Batman, we're gonna need you to help us push this thing off you. Come on! You can do it!
It's moving. Jesus Christ.
Come on.
The mechanic. Where is he? He didn't make it. Damn it.
On pouvait le sauver le mécanicien ou pas?
Batman?
It's okay, Jim. I just need a minute.
Well, when you're feeling up to it, I'd love to hear what the hell happened here. Who did this to you?
He called himself Bane. His men loaded the weapons onto the APCs. Said they were taking them to a warehouse near the docks. You need to find them.
Don't worry. We'll catch the bastards. You better believe the entire force is motivated after what happened tonight. These bastards declared war on our city.
Be sure to loop in Waller. She can help you.
I already did. Didn't have a choice. Now that Waller's my superior, I have to loop her into everything. Yeah, give us a second, will you? Thanks for sticking your neck out and calling me with this. I need all the juice I can get now that we live in Waller's Gotham. We're going to have to stick together if we're going to weather her storm. You and me, we're nothing like her. We're men of principle, who still believe in the letter of the law.
I will always have your back, Jim.
Thanks, Batman. You don't know how good it is to hear that. Thanks again for keeping me in the loop. It means a lot.
Right on time. I'll get to the Batcave. See if I can make some sense of what happened tonight.
What happened?
Oh, I was at the scene of a heist at the Gotham brokerage house when Batman called me here.
What were they after?
We're still getting a full account. Once the dust settles, I'll send you everything we've got. Detective Bullock's writing up a full report. I'll have him send you a copy.
Officers are ready for your deployment orders.
I've got to get going.
Agent Avesta, you should be resting.
There will be time for that later. I wanted to thank you properly for saving my life. I wouldn't be here without you.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to rescue your partner.
I know you did everything you could have to save Blake. I hope you know that too. I know you called Gordon because you have history, but this is exactly what the director and her resources are here for. Working with Waller will be the fastest way to stop these murderers before anyone else gets hurt. Consider that. You should go take care of yourself.
Alfred, prep the med bay. We're going to need it.
Épisode 2. Derrière le voile. Bon. On s'est bien fait niquer là. C'était bien.
I'm fine. Really.
You are not fine, Bruce. None of this is fine. You were nearly killed tonight. Those minutes of silence, waiting for you to respond, they were the worst of my life. I didn't know if you were alive or dead, or if I would ever see you again.
I'm so sorry to put you through that, Al.
You'll just do it again tomorrow?
Lui qui était sage, là, il est chelou.
I couldn't bear losing you, too. We can talk about all this later. Come on now. Let's get you patched up. As if he wasn't bad enough, now Director Waller knows your identity. That information in her hands?
Waller isn't the one we need to worry about. Bane is still on the loose, with enough guns to arm a small militia.
I understand. The man died for you tonight, Bruce. Trying to save you from that monstrosity. Too many have died. In too short a time. The cost of this war, it just continues to rise.
I need your strength right now.
Of course. Sorry for not being my resolute self. We've never gone up against anyone able to cause you so much harm.
Waller was right about one thing. Riddler was just a small part of a larger threat. Let's begin with the dart I pulled from his neck.
Got it?
I'm good, thanks, Al. Huh. There's still some toxin left in here.
What kind of toxin?
Something new. There's a whole series of powerful psychoactive meds in this cocktail. Drugs that are lethal when combined.
Who could have come up with such a concoction?
And did the same person pull the trigger?
Bane's attack was one of 3 tonight, all at the same time.
Let's bring him up. Get an assessment of the damage.
Passer en revue les événements dans la vague de crimes qui a ébranlé Gotham.
Gothcorp Labs, genetic research facility. Where do we even start with this?
Yes, I have no idea.
Authorities can't determine what was even stolen until all of that melts.
At least 20 dead, some completely encased in ice.
Others were frozen solid. Some of their limbs shattered as they fled.
Attendez une petite minute, je vérifie quelque chose. Ok, c'est bon, chose vérifiée. Je voulais voir si le son était bon, tout était bon. Bon, malheureusement, ça lagouille pour vous, comme pas possible. Pour moi, c'est fluide, mais moi, ça lagouille. Et pourtant, en fait, je pensais avoir fait des choses bien. Malheureusement, là, si je demande à baisser encore, tout ce que je vais gagner, c'est de devoir redémarrer au Streamlabs. Donc, pour l'instant, je suis dans la merde. Pour l'instant, ça va continuer de laguer. Et au pire, je passerai en 30 FPS. J'ai pas trop le choix. Bref, on continue. Suspect mystérieux.
Waller's intel shows that the thieves made off with numerous pieces of equipment used in the storage and transportation of biological material.
I don't even want to think what they'd want that for.
No IDs on any suspects, though. Security cameras frozen. All witnesses dead.
Très bien. Et le courtage de Gotham.
Gotham brokerage. 10 million in diamonds stolen.
C'est beaucoup.
Some safety deposit boxes emptied. Contents unknown. Over a dozen dead. And even more wounded. Mostly by gunshot, though some victims had their heads smashed in.
Oh, that's barbaric.
Docteur Harley Quinzel. Harley Quinn.
Witnesses place Harleen Quinzel at the scene, dressed up as a clown and wielding a mallet.
Don't ask me.
Riddler's friends are as insane and gruesome as he was. Perhaps even more.
Those same witnesses say that she acted alone. All that carnage. All by herself.
Actualité de la presse. Les citoyens de Gotham soutiennent l'alliance entre la police et Batman. Ah, c'est un nouveau. Ah. Selon sa famille, l'employé décédé de Wayne est un héros. Par Kate Clark. Amis, famille et même le milliardaire Bruce Wayne se sont réunis aujourd'hui à Divinity Church pour rendre hommage à Lucius Fox, directeur de la technologie chez Wayne Enterprise, mort dans l'explosion qui a ébranlé la tour Wayne mardi dernier. Sa fille, Tiffany Fox, l'a qualifié avec émotion de héros. Fox a passé de nombreuses années chez Wayne Enterprise en tant que responsable de la technologie de pointe de l'entreprise, supervisant la production depuis la recherche et le développement jusqu'à leur arrivée sur le marché. De nombreuses personnes l'ont décrite comme étant le vrai génie derrière l'énorme succès de Wayne Enterprise. Bien qu'il ait refusé de s'adresser à la presse aux funérailles, Bruce Wayne a lui-même auparavant déclaré que Fox était irremplaçable, ainsi que son conseiller le plus proche. Fox repose désormais dans un tombeau familial du cimetière de Gotham. Opinion. Je me trompais à propos de Batman. J'admets rarement ma défaite, alors imprimez cet article et accrochez-le sur votre frigo. C'est un jour à marquer d'une pierre blanche, et ça n'est pas prêt de se reproduire. Et oui, j'étais dans l'erreur. À quel propos, me demandez-vous? Batman, évidemment. Attendez, je ne vous dis pas que je veux l'inviter à un dîner aux chandelles, mais depuis que j'ai entendu le mot Batman, je crie qui veut l'entendre qu'au mieux, c'est un dingue, et qu'au pire, c'est un danger pour la ville. C'est ce qui nous conduit à aujourd'hui. Je suis allé me promener mon chien après le boulot hier soir, il faisait nuit. On était du côté de Copplebot Park. Et devinez quoi? On s'en est sortis, le Klebs et moi. L'idée de me faire agresser ne m'a même pas traversé l'esprit. C'est là que je me suis rendu compte à quel point nos rues sont devenues sûres ces derniers temps. Et après tout, peut-être que ce Batman n'est pas un mauvais bougre. Il l'aide la police. Je ne vous cache pas que j'aimerais bien connaître ses motivations, mais ça, c'est peut-être l'ancien reporter en moi qui parle. Pour l'instant, je me contente d'apprécier le fait que les choses vont mieux. L'homme mystère lance une attaque terroriste au casino de Gotham. La police de Gotham est à la recherche d'un criminel masqué appelé l'homme mystère à la suite d'une attaque terroriste qui l'aurait menée hier soir au Virago. L'attaque a été stoppée par les efforts conjoints de Batman et du JCPD. Autre preuve de leur brillante collaboration. La cible de l'attaque était apparemment un homme d'affaires de Gotham, Rumi Mori selon les officiels. Il est hospitalisé dans un état grave mais stable. L'homme mystère a réussi à s'enfuir et court toujours. Cependant, le commissaire James Gordon a déclaré « Nous allons concentrer toutes nos ressources sur sa capture immédiate ». Gordon n'a toutefois pas souhaité commenter les allégations sur la présence quasi immédiate de l'agence sur les lieux. L'enquête sur l'explosion de la tour Wayne continue. Les autorités sont toujours en quête de la cause de l'énorme explosion qui avait dévasté le QG de Wayne Enterprise mardi dernier, en plein centre de Gotham. Selon de nombreuses sources, l'agence, une organisation gouvernementale ultra secrète qui lutte contre le crime, aurait aussi rejoint l'enquête. La déflagration qui a causé la mort du directeur de la technologie Wayne, Lucius Fox, et fait 14 autres blessés est toujours appelée un accident industriel. L'implication de l'agence dans l'enquête soulève de nombreuses questions quant à la nature de l'explosion. Le JCPD et Wayne Enterprise n'ont toutefois pas fait de déclaration supplémentaire à ce sujet. En exclusivité, Bruce Wayne impliqué dans une risque au Virago. Rumi Mora, homme d'affaires local et philanthrope de renom, a quitté le Gotham General Hospital tard dans la nuit après avoir été agressé dans son casino UP le Virago. D'après les témoins, l'agresseur de Mori ne serait personne d'autre que le playboy de Gotham, Bruce Wayne. Bien que le porte-parole de Mori ne confirme ni n'affirme ces déclarations, un employé de Virago a reporté à la Gazette que Wayne et Mori se seraient rencontrés peu de temps avant le moment supposé de l'agression. Je ne serais pas surpris qu'ils se soient disputés, raconte Farid Kumail, un analyste en business du courtage de Gotham. L'entreprise de biotechnologie de Mori, Trigen, essaie de dépasser celle de Wayne depuis presque 5 ans maintenant. Depuis que Mori a pris la tête de Trigen, 4 ans plus tôt, il a essayé de surpasser Wayne Biotech en termes d'avancées technologiques et de profit, mais sans succès jusque-là. L'animosité entre les entreprises rivales pourrait être la cause de l'agression supposée. Le JCPD n'a toujours pas commenté sur l'incident, mais des sources rapportent qu'il n'y a aucune investigation en cours sur Wayne et ses associés. 5 choses qu'il faut savoir sur l'agence. Vous vous demandez qui sont ces agents qui sont les agents qui ont fait leur apparition sur les scènes de crime de Gotham? Nous avons rencontré un de ces agents et nous avons rassemblé 5 faits qui lèveront le mystère sur ces silhouettes ténébreuses. 1. Waller est à la tête. Amanda Waller, ancienne assistante parlementaire, a été promue il y a 6 mois au poste de directeur régional de l'agence. 2. Région, partout. Gotham est sous la juridiction de l'agence, comme tout l'ensemble des États-Unis. 3. L'homme mystère est leur priorité. Pour ceux parmi vous qui pensent que la présence de l'agence signifie une réduction du crime dans le Gotham, leur unique objectif est de retrouver la piste du fameux homme mystère. 4. Armée et dangereuse. Ne vous mettez pas en travers de leur chemin car l'agence a été autorisée à faire usage de sa force et à tuer. Putain. 5. Le meilleur du pays. L'agence est l'organisation la plus secrète des États-Unis n'accepte que les individus les plus talentueux et les plus décorés dans leur grade. Ok. Manuscrit. Ouais, bon, ça c'était un peu la flemme de regarder en vrai. Hein. Là, au début, j'avais bien lire et tout, mais je me rends compte que ça peut être un peu chiant.
Guns, money, biotech. What are they planning?
We won't know until we get to Bane.
I don't mean to cause offense, but you're in no shape to beat the information out of that monster, or take on his friends if it comes to it. We've already seen how formidable Bane is on his own. Taking on all of them, that would be suicide in your current condition.
Alfred, you should know better than to underestimate me. Maybe you have a point. Even so, we can't just wait for them to strike again. The death toll is already too high.
I know you told Waller you were reluctant to risk Bruce Wayne's cover, but I'm more worried about the risk to Batman, given your current condition. Riddler said his friends abandoned him at the Lady of Dublin.
He alluded to the fact that John Doe was one of them.
If that's the case, then John can get you close to the others. He already wants you to meet them. John Doe might be your best chance of getting inside, finding out what they're up to.
I'll have to repay John's trust with betrayal.
You wouldn't have to betray him if he didn't associate with criminals. It'll be dangerous approaching Bane and his people this way. They'll be suspicious of anyone who isn't a proven criminal. You'll have to give the performance of a lifetime to pull the wool over their eyes. I'm sure you'll figure out something. You've only been putting on an act for most of your adult life.
Oh, pardon, excusez-moi.
So that's it then. I find John Doe and accept his offer. Hopefully the invitation is still open.
Good thing you hid that tracking device on him when you had the chance.
The stacked deck. That's where he is.
I suppose you couldn't wait an hour or two while you rest.
Not a chance.
Les dépipés, 11h38. Je crois que c'est bugué, hein.
Batman? I'll tell you about Batman. He's no hero. The way I see it, he's just a bunch of hired muscle for rich guys. Guys like Bruce Wayne.
I see. Willie, tell Bruce Wayne how that makes you feel.
Okay. It feels...
No, Willie, he's on your right.
It feels like crap, Wayne.
Preach!
And you're just a huge, colossal, gigantic, spoiled piece of sh... Oh, I am...
Say that to my face. Come on, out with it.
Well, I'll say what I want. John says this is a safe space.
Bruce! Don't mind Willie. We're just messing with you. You look like you could use a drink.
Hey, John. What about my medicine?
The bottle's under my chair, Willie. You're making wonderful progress. I run a therapy circle here every second Sunday. These people need the expertise that I learned in Arkham. wrecker, Bruce? Really? I gotta say, I'm disappointed. I thought we built more trust between us.
I'm sorry, John. All I could think of was getting to Riddler, and you were my best chance. I should have just...
Waited for me to get back to you? Like I said I would?
Hey, I said I was sorry.
It's rude, duplicitous, and kinda stalkery. But I understand. All is forgiven. So... rude know-it-all really got what was coming to him.
Authorities are refusing to comment on the death of the mysterious criminal known as Riddler.
Who am
However,
I?
sources
Who
inside the
am I?
GCPD say
You're
he
a
was
rotting,
murdered, and that the
stinking
killer is
corpse!
still at
That's
large.
who you are.
John, did you have anything to do with the Riddler's death?
I mean, I hated the guy, but... Geez, Bruce. You really think I'd be capable of cold-blooded murder? After everything you know about me, you really think I'd do that?
I don't know, John. The way you were talking about him at the funeral and the way you're laughing now... it makes me wonder.
Riddler was a terrible person, Bruce. I don't think it's wrong to want him dead. Doesn't mean I pulled the trigger, though. Anyway, I was a little surprised to see you, Bruce. I'm guessing this is about that favor I asked. As I recall, you had some reluctance.
I've been thinking, and I changed my mind. I'd like to meet them now.
Really? You seem pretty against it at the church. Why the sudden change of heart? It's odd. Doesn't seem like you.
The timing wasn't right, but I've reconsidered. The way you described your friends sounded great. A special breed, you said. Inspiring. I like to be around people like me.
I didn't realize I was so convincing. Look, before we get into that, I need to come clean. Riddler was more connected to my friends than I'd let on at the funeral.
Riddler? Really?
Yeah, he was kind of our leader, but he was just so bad at it and so intolerably annoying. I thought he'd be out of the picture by the time you came around. I should have told you. I didn't want you to think we were all like him. No secrets between us. Ever again. You have my word. I pinky swear.
Pinky swear.
Friends for life. And Bruce, friends don't plant tracking gadgets on each other. You've got my number.
C'est vrai, on peut tracer grâce à ton téléphone du coup.
I'll let him know we're on our way.
Hey! I'm out of medicine. I don't like your face. And I think you're bothering my friend John.
You've got the wrong idea. We're just having a friendly chat.
You calling me a liar? You shouldn't have walked in here. That was your first mistake. And it's gonna be your last mistake. Kiss your ass goodbye!
Calm down, Willie. Let me help you out, huh?
A bribe? I can't be bought off that easy, Wayne. Don't insult me. I got standards. I don't take bribes.
You take the money, or I destroy you. You stab me, and I destroy you. I suggest you take the money.
I'll take it.
Bien. Bonne réponse.
Let's get out of here.
Hey, handsome. Buy me a drink before you go?
You're following me?
Waller just wants to remind you. Stay on the clown and get to Bane. Whatever happens, keep your eye on the prize. Bruce, be careful.
Par contre, ils deviennent relous à me suivre en vrai, ça va me casser les couilles. Je vais prendre mes gardes. Hein. Attention. Hein.
Oh, cool. They're expecting you. Bruce, one more thing. You can't tell anyone this. This is big. Huge. I think I'm in love. It's an odd feeling. At first, I thought I had some kind of disease.
I am so happy, John. You deserve the best.
Yeah, I'd blush if I could.
So mysterious. You at least gotta tell me your name.
She'll want to introduce herself, but if you could please help me look good in front of her, I'd appreciate it. Come on. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
Allez, Quinzel, je parie.
Almost got it. God damn it. Thought I had it. Here, give me a hand with this, will you? I'm pretty sure this is how you get this thing started.
I could just buy you a car, you know, something with an actual key.
This works. It's just a matter of trial and error. Just one sec. There we go.
Don't turn around. All right, Wayne. You got my attention. Give me one good reason why I don't redecorate the windshield with your noodle. I bet a smart guy like you has some real pretty brains. Real bright. That's a pretty good reason. I like a guy who's good with his hands. I'm just joshing you, rich boy. See? There wasn't even a bullet in the chamber. Oops. Well, let's put some music on.
Bruce, this is the lady I was telling you about. Harley Quinn. Isn't she a hoot? I knew you guys would hit it off.
Sure. I can see the funny side.
See, I told you. Bruce is a good sport.
Wooden said you didn't want to meet. Now you want to. Bouncing around like a yo-yo don't exactly inspire confidence. What do you want with us? What do you get out of rubbing shoulders with the likes of us?
J'ai la recherche de sensations
when you have
fortes.
as much money as I do, you get bored. I'm just looking for a little excitement.
Excitement? The man who's got everything's looking for some new toys.
Well, you should have seen the way he took care of business with the guy in the bar, though, Harley. He played him
Uniquement
like
le talent, uniquement le talent.
Stradivarius.
Do us a favor, Pud. Skip over to that bodega and get me a slushie.
Right now?
Need a buck?
Nah, I got it.
Poor John. He just doesn't know who he is yet. You know, he's searching. Highly impressionable. He thinks the world of you. So I asks myself, what's Bruce Wayne want with a lost soul like John? It's kind of a mismatch. Raises all kinds of questions.
John and I went through a lot in Arkham. He's a friend.
Oh, ain't that cute? You're sweet on little old Puddin'. Here's the thing, lover boy. Guys like him don't have friends like you. You got that look in your eye, the kind that says you're trouble. And I only like trouble when I'm the one causing it. You got a good reason why I should trust you? 'Cause I sure as hell can't see one. After all, you're a squeaky clean favored son of Gotham. How am I supposed to believe you won't run to the cops the first chance you get?
You shouldn't. You can't trust anyone. Not in our line of work.
Ain't that the truth? You're not what I expected. Still, you gotta show me you got what it takes to be part of our pact.
Ça me fait peur.
Oh, gee, thanks, Bud.
We gotta go. What were you guys talking about?
Your friend was just saying how much he liked you, Bud. Got a little man crush on ya. Ain't that right, Brucey? Ain't that the gist of it?
It's the truth.
You just made my day, Bruce. I want you to know, the feeling's mutual.
Putain, on va tellement le trahir. Mais je vais aller au bout de mon plan, mais putain. En plus, il m'a tellement fait chier dans les autres opus.
That is the best damn slushie ever. Suck on that. I swear, it'll make your whole body shiver. Come on, put your lips on it. I ain't cock.
Pourquoi il fait cette tête-là? C'est-à-dire que je dois dire quoi? Je dois dire non merci, bien sûr.
Cooties.
No thanks, I'm good.
Suit yourself. I'ma pretend I ain't offended.
I'll try some.
Bon, je pense que c'était le bon choix.
Okay, here's what's going to happen now, Mr. Moneybags. You're gonna go get Mama a little present. From inside there.
Wayne Enterprises.
A little bird told me there's some pretty fancy hacking tech up there. Something called a phalanx key. Get it for me? I'll know you're on the level. Maybe I'll even bring you along on our next job. You'll get all the thrills you ever dreamed of.
What do you want with the phalanx key?
Why wouldn't I want it? I hear this thing opens half the security systems in Gotham. And it's just sitting there, hidden in your lab, waiting for someone to put it to use. What's the matter? You better not try nothing fishy. I don't want to have to splatter that pretty face.
It's okay, Harley. Bruce and I already talked. He'll do whatever you want.
Is that right? Will you do whatever I want? Will you jump when I say jump? Will you bring me the shiny things
sera nécessaire.
I'll do whatever I think is necessary. That's how this gets done.
Sounds like Bruce has got it covered.
You're on, Brucey boy. Make yourself useful and get me that phalanx key. And hurry. Mama really wants to get herself some tacos when you're done.
Got this, Bruce.
On se fout dans une merde. Ça va mal se terminer pour notre réputation en tant que Bruce Wayne. Je le sens. Je le sens, mais je le sens à une vitesse incroyable. Tour Wayne, midi 42. On est en très mauvaise posture, exactement. Putain, avec toutes les...
Mr. Wayne. Yeah, if you could please sign in on account of the attack.
Je suis obligé de signer.
So, what brings you in? If you don't mind me asking. Is everything okay?
Well, no rest for the weary.
Or for the wicked. You're all set, sir. Excuse me, sir. Ma'am? This is private property.
You really ought to rethink your hiring practices, Bruce. Your man's lying down on the job.
What did you do to him? Is he still alive?
Don't worry. A little bump on the head never killed anyone.
Oh putain, mais non, mais non.
Going up, Brucey. This ain't your stop. Don't worry about your pal. He's gonna make it. As long as you behave, that is. Give me a hard time, I go back and finish the job. The same goes for anyone else who gets in the way.
Oula, sa voix change d'un coup.
Capiche?
Just go wait in the car. I can do this alone.
I don't think you're getting it. You ain't the one in charge. And you ain't the only one allowed to have fun. Didn't your mama ever teach you about sharing?
Now that you mention it, no. She never had the chance.
Keep it cool and no one else gets a dinger to the dome. Now buck up. We're all smiles on this crew. There you go. You're looking like your billion-dollar self again.
Oh, Bruce, I'm surprised to see you. And these are... To whom do I owe the pleasure? I don't believe we've met.
Prospective clients.
At this hour?
Well, they have to catch an early flight.
I want to buy Wayne Enterprises. Bruce says he'll give me a generous deal.
Oh, well, no one ran this by me.
That's because he's giving me your job.
No. Is this some kind of joke?
Do I look funny to you? Like I'm some kind of punchline or something?
Excuse me?
You gonna let your employees sass me like that? Is this the kind of operation you run here?
Leave her alone.
I ain't even gotten started.
I said back off.
Your friends don't suit you, Bruce.
You got a firm grip, Mr. Corporation. The kind that makes a girl go weak at the knees. Wanna show me what else you can do with those hands? We could carve out some alone time.
Let's just stay focused on the task at hand, shall we?
Bruce is right. We are people with purpose. We're here to get the phalanx.
Shut your pie hole, will you, John? You gotta learn to live in the moment.
Il est un peu dérangé, je crois.
Wait here, I'll be right back with you.
Forget it, Brucey boy. Your secret lab ain't really a secret. Cobblepot's got quite a mouth on him. I don't think he ever shut it the whole time I was working at Blackgate Prison. He told me all sorts of interesting stuff. Say, do you like chess? Work your magic. Tick-tock. What's the holdup? Tight squeeze.
You know, I think you two are the closest friends I've ever had.
I present to you our secret lab.
Lucius, you have seriously outdone yourself this time.
Glad you like it.
Like it? No, this changes everything.
It was getting a bit dodgy hiding all those batarangs in the Wayne Enterprise R&D wing.
Thank you, Lucius.
Come on. Now the real work starts.
Somehow I was expecting more.
Where's the giant crater? I thought this was where your friend went out with a bang.
That was his office upstairs.
Better question. Where's the phalanx key?
It should be in the vault.
Well, what you waiting for, sweetie? Go get it.
Est-ce qu'il y a des trucs qui peuvent m'aider? Ah ouais, je crois que j'ai pas trop le choix. Hein.
Lock protocol vault thumbprint required Lucius Fox. That's not right. Why the lockout? Someone's been in here.
What's taking so long, Bruce?
It's saying it won't open without Lucius's thumbprint.
And that got blown up with the rest of him, didn't it? All the dumb luck. You're saying we can't get it open, then? Harley's not going to like that at all. Or you.
Let me try to find latent prints around here with my scanner.
Always thinking, this guy.
It's not going anywhere unless I reconstruct Lucius's print.
Sur le clavier, sur le clavier.
All right, that's a start.
Ah d'accord, il va falloir tout faire.
Okay, still unconscious. Hope he's not hurt too badly.
Bon, ça casse les couilles.
Dinner to celebrate Tiffany's first day at Wayne Enterprises. Sorry you didn't make it there, Lucius. Getting there. Tiffany brought that back from art class. Tiffany built that rocket herself. Lucius was so proud. One more partial print should do it. Just a bunch of old reports. Need to remember to clean out some of this junk. Not a single usable print. Nope. Not encouraging.
Allez, elle est où cette dernière empreinte, bordel? Je parie qu'elle sera là du coup. Sinon je vois pas.
There we go. Okay, this will work.
Now that's a shiny piece of metal. What's it do?
I'm not even sure if it works.
It's an EMP generator, Puddin'. Tell him what it does.
It emits a pulse that knocks out other nearby electronic devices.
Who wouldn't want to try that?
Even now, still finding ways to help me. Stay there. Don't touch anything.
I touch what I want when I want, Brucey boy. You knew what's best for you. You'd quit giving orders and find me that key.
Ou alors toi tu vas prendre cher. Est-ce qu'on va les brainer? Je sais pas du tout ce qu'on va faire là.
Looking for this.
Tiffany.
I told you I'd find out what you got my dad mixed up in. This is much worse than I thought.
You're not safe here. You have to hide.
What the hell are you doing with a secret room full of weapons? What's going on here, Bruce? What's all this for?
Your father worked with Batman. That's who all this stuff is for.
Batman. I knew it! His tech. Dad's fingerprints are all over it. I came looking for answers, but I didn't
Vraiment
expect
dégage,
this.
par contre dégage en vrai.
Bruce.
These people you're with. I saw on the cameras what they did to that guard. To Regina.
They'll do the same to you, or worse. Get out of sight.
Bruce, what's taking so long in here, huh? Hey, I know you. We met at your father's funeral.
John.
Okay, Bruce, no need to get physical. I get it. We'll be as quiet as lab rats. But what about Harley? I mean, she's gonna want to know about your, friend here.
You don't have to say anything to her, John, okay? It can be our secret.
In Arkham, I was well known for my discretion. All the guards confided in me. I don't like lying to Harley, but I'll do it for you, Bruce. What I really need is the Phalanx key. You give me that, I can go out there and, you know, make Harley happy.
You can have the key. Just leave Tiffany out of it, okay?
You mean this thing?
That's it?
You've got to be kidding, Bruce. You can't give these psychos anything from this lab.
Hey now, no need to get personal. We're all on the same side, remember?
I don't like it any more than you do, Tiffany. but this is the only way to walk away safely. Trust me, it's the right thing to do.
It's a little too late for that.
Oh well.
Tiffany!
Elle est trop conne.
How about that?
Pardon.
Looks like Brucey Boy's got more than just technology in his vault. Keeps his little squeezes down here, too.
Just let her go, Harley.
I don't think I will. Not without knowing who this vicious little sweetie pie is. I kinda like her, but I don't know whether to smooch her or smash her head in. You gonna tell me who she is to you?
Do you know how many people work here? I've never seen her before.
Is that right? Well, then you won't mind if I put her lights out for good.
Oh, no, Harley. That's Bruce's friend. The one from the funeral.
You people killed my dad, didn't you? He crashed my father's funeral. And now you're here raiding his lab!
I whacked a bunch of people in my time, Sugar, but I don't think your old man's on my list. Then again, I sometimes lose track of the names.
I can't believe you'd associate with these maniacs! These killers!
Oh, sweetheart. Mr. Suit and Tie ain't just an associate. He's a bad, bad man. He wants to be one of us. Ain't that right, Brucey? Came to us because you got bored of being a billionaire.
I'm nothing like you, Harley. I'm not a murderer.
That's not what I wanted to hear. Not at all. Let her go. It wasn't about her. It was about seeing where he stands.
Go easy on him, Harley. Bruce is loyal. He got us the key. He found it in the vault. Right on the counter.
Is that a fact? Maybe we don't need to kill ya. At least not yet. It don't look like nothing special.
You've got what you wanted. Now let's just get out of here.
Load that thing up too, John. I need it. Hurry it up.
Manoir Wayne, 17h49.
Bruce! Are you all right?
I'm fine, Alfred.
I was keeping an eye on you over the security feed.
Well, breaking into my own company was unexpected.
My heart stopped when I saw that mad woman coming at Tiffany. I was certain she was going to kill her. That young woman is smarter than both of us, Bruce. It's only a matter of time before she puts the rest of the pieces together. I heard you reveal that Lucius worked with Batman. But will that satisfy her? You know what she's like. She won't stop digging until she gets to the truth.
Eh oui.
Maybe we should just...
C'est ça.
Tell her. I've always regretted not being more honest with you about your father's life. Don't make the same mistake I did.
You're right. I'll be as honest with Tiffany as I can.
Very good. With regards to tonight's other catastrophes...
Merde.
Your night watchman got a nasty lump on the head, but don't worry. He'll be fine. I've already arranged for him to get a generous payout and an extended vacation. And replaced tonight's offending security camera feed with dummy footage.
Yeah, thank you.
As for Regina, I'm afraid your business client's cover story is going to cause problems. Your encounter there was too bizarre to be ignored. After what went on, it'll be a challenge to smooth things over with her. It's all coming so fast. One thing after another.
Fix it now, Alfred. Whatever you have to do. Just... I don't have time to worry about it.
Yes, of course, I'll figure something out. Bruce, I know we agreed there was no better way to get to Bane. And believe me, I want to see these monsters pay for what they've done. But this whole masquerade with John and Harley, well, frankly, it's exhausting.
On nous appelle.
Well, be careful and good luck.
JCPD 19h16.
Bad signal. Rooftop briefing. Almost feels like the good old days.
If you mean the city's crawling with masked lunatics and I'm not the commissioner, you're not far off the mark.
That's not what I meant. Waller told me.
Everything's got to go through her office now. Demotion's still tied up in paperwork. For once, the bureaucracy is working in my favor. Here, you're welcome. It's information on Harleen Quinzel from sealed records we dug up at the coroner's office.
Clé USB.
Harleen Quinzel's father committed suicide after decades of struggling with mental illness.
Yeah, tough story. Quinzel was a devoted, successful doctor.
But she couldn't save him. Must have been hard on her. The trauma of her father's death caused her breakdown. Turned her into the monster she is today.
I know what she's done, but I can't help but feel a little sorry for her. It's gotta be rough on a person, going through all that.
People are traumatized every day, Jim. Most find a way of dealing with it without having to bash people with a hammer.
I guess you're right.
Gordon, you're dismissed.
This is still my goddamn station house.
He's forgetting I'm the one who can make or break his career right now.
You only remind me every other minute.
Clearly, I need a better method of getting the message across.
That's enough, Waller. This is Jim's precinct. He's free to do as he pleases.
Maybe you weren't paying attention, but this is my turf now.
You're gonna push me too far, you hear me?
Is that a threat?
No, just God's honest truth. Something you wouldn't know a damn thing about. She's got some kind of leverage on you, doesn't she? If she's jammed you up somehow, just say the word. I'll appeal to the mayor, the governor, whatever it takes to get her off your back. I'll do whatever I can to help you.
She knows who I am, Jim.
Oh, yeah? Well, so do I. You're Batman. That's all you ever have to be. That's all Gotham needs you to be. And you, if you're threatening to take that away, you should be ashamed of yourself. I don't want to hear it.
Just supposed to come to Gotham, put the chains on Riddler and his gang, and get the hell out. I'm just saying, this city gets under your skin. Fast. Know what I mean? Best laid plans and all that.
I do know. This city has made me who I am.
So I've heard. I just wish Gotham produced more Batmans and less Riddlers. Make my job a whole lot easier. I guess you locals see it differently. Agent Avesta. She fought to get on this assignment, you know? Wanted to see her old neighborhood. Wanted to see you. Her hometown hero. She wanted to impress you. She admires what you do for the people of this city. Your respect is important to her.
She certainly succeeded on that front.
She's one of my best. Still, wanting to impress you? It's the same thing that made her move too fast on Riddler. Now there's a lesson learned. So, Wayne Enterprises. Heard you made some new friends.
You're having me followed.
Thanks to you, these very bad people have an EMP and a key that'll open every lock I would want to keep bolted shut. They're clearly planning something. The stakes are too high to leave anything to chance. You know, I actually considered asking you to infiltrate Riddler's gang. Before everything blew up, I knew I could count on you to get me close to them. Close to Bane. You're good at this. Seems like you've already won Harley Quinn's trust.
What you saw was just a test.
An operation like theirs requires someone with your resources. As long as you don't blow it, they're gonna want to keep Bruce Wayne around until they take him for all they can. Get them away from their base of operations. Somewhere they'll be exposed. When they're all together, out in the open, contact me. I'll be standing by, ready to ambush. We'll take them down when they're at their most vulnerable. Sound good? They'll never know what hit them.
You need to involve Gordon.
Don't tell me how to run my operation.
His people know this city better than anyone.
And they have their hands filled with other priorities right now. Batman. If it gets bad for you, just remember. We're out here. When you're in deep like this, you need friends. Let's say everything goes pear-shaped, and you get stuck in there longer than you'd like. Then what's right, what's wrong, it all gets blurry. And guess what? That's okay. Because you're going to have to do some blurry things that you are not proud of before this is done. You hear me? That's just how these kinds of operations go down.
I created Batman to strike fear into criminals, not become one.
Batman's not the one rubbing shoulders with them at the moment. You should think about which one Gotham really needs right now.
John, vous y êtes au coin de Finger. Ok, j'ai pas eu le temps de lire.
Just don't stay embedded any longer than necessary.
I'll be in and out, Alfred. Just long enough to figure out their plans.
Je n'aime pas ça du tout.
Good luck, Bruce. Stay safe.
Merde. Oh la vache.
All right.
Changement radical de style.
Here we go.
Aïe aïe aïe. Old 5 Pence, 20h27.
Welcome to our little hideaway and home away from home, the end of the line. We're happy to have you.
Thanks, John.
You said you'd kill him after you got what you needed.
So what? Ain't a girl allowed to change her mind?
Could someone get me out of these handcuffs, please?
Tell me why I shouldn't kill you. Well, it seems like the Prince of Gotham is more like an empty suit. I bring us back the transport and the arms we require. You bring back a worthless aristocrat. We don't need his money. We have what we need to finish this. Thanks to me.
He ain't worthless, you overgrown bicep. He already got us an EMP device and the phalanx key. I'll betcha I can find a use for him.
I do not care how much these two swoon over you, Wayne. We don't want you here, and we don't need you here.
Whoopsie.
What the hell?
John! Turn it off!
Turn it off! Now!
Can you do something about this?
It's Freeze.
Freeze is coming. What have you done?
You need to uncuff me.
Don't screw this up.
You fool!
I can turn it off.
Make it stop, or I will seal you both in ice! I swear, if you don't get that electricity back on immediately, I'll send you to a frozen hell.
C'est bon?
Well, at least we know that it works.
I must check on Nora. See how she is.
You may have impressed these two, but I haven't made up my mind about crushing your skull.
Fair enough.
Everyone back to work. There's still a lot to get done.
Who put you in charge?
Somebody has to give the orders.
That was a nice job before. Come on up to my office. Listen, Bruce. I just want to clear the air a little. You distanced yourself from us back at your office. I don't blame you, after all the trouble I caused. You probably noticed I like to stir things up. It's a bad habit, and, well, it's made me more enemies than friends. I want to say I'm sorry for messing with your people. Your employees. I know they probably mean a lot to you.
Thank you, Harley. Your apology means a lot.
Really? You probably think I'm a terrible person, but I want you to understand. You've seen these animals I work with. In my business, you let your guard down for a second, you get torn to shreds.
I can only imagine.
If I'm always pushing buttons, it's to keep people off balance, you know? Keep them guessing my next move. Keep the real me hidden. I hope you ain't gonna judge me for it. To be honest, I've been at it so long I don't even notice I'm doing it.
We all wear masks, Harley. You don't have to be a criminal for that.
Even you? You ain't like these others. Bane's a powder keg. Freeze. Well, you saw Freeze. John's sweet, and believe me, he's got heaps of potential. But he's still a growing boy. You, though, you got your head screwed on right. You're reasonable. I can work with reasonable. We're pulling a job tonight. I want you to be a part of it. You already showed you know how to use that EMP better than any of these other clowns.
A job? Sounds intriguing. What's the target?
I like you, Brucey, but I never give up all my secrets on a first date. It's need to know, and you don't need to know. All will be revealed eventually. Using that EMP, though, that's gonna make tonight's job a whole lot less messy. And that no-neck asshat Bane, he loves making a mess. People getting killed just makes his day. If you're gonna come with, you gotta convince the others.
Convince them?
It's a real pain in the ass sometimes, but you need a majority opinion for anything big. And bringing you along, well, you got some persuading to do. Let me know how I can help.
Listen, I know about your father. About how you tried to help him.
He was a lost cause that made himself a shotgun lunch. What's that got to do with the price of tea in China? You trying to get in my head, Brucey?
Look, I lost my parents too.
I know the story. Everyone in this goddamn town knows the story. It don't make you president of the Dead Parents Club. If I wanted to talk about my pop, I wouldn't have had those records hidden. Which brings me to thinking, how the hell would you know a thing like that? You snooping around my private life? You got some inside track I don't know about.
I have connections, Harley. Good ones. I dig up everything I can of potential business partners.
A background check? I guess that's only fair.
J'impressionne Harley, ouais.
Yeah, still friends. To be honest, I'm impressed you found that out. Just don't bring it up again.
So what's the deal with Freeze? He's unique.
You mean why he's blue and wrapped up in machinery? Accident in the lab. Here's the thing about Freeze. Only thing he gives two hoots about is his wife. He gave up everything to try and save her when she got sick. And I mean everything. Job, health, soul, the whole shebang.
She's dead?
Frozen stiff. Keeps her on ice in the next room while he searches for a cure. Ain't that just kooky? I mean, it explains why he flipped when the EMP went off.
I doubt his wife would approve if she realized what he's become.
She'd probably never want to wake up. Exactly.
So he'd be better off not getting what he wants.
You can say that again, but he might not want to hear it. Talking about his wife is the only way to get Freeze to pay attention to you.
Okay.
But watch yourself. His attention ain't always a good thing.
I get the feeling Bane doesn't like me very much.
That knucklehead respects strength and loyalty. Show him you got those, and he'll come around. He's a man's man. I don't got much time for all that burly machismo, but sit him down for a beer or something. He'll hear what you gotta say. He may kill you when you're done, but at least he'll listen.
Ouais, je rentrerai dans son bureau.
Come back later, will ya?
Très bien.
Spirit of unity? Not really what I'm sensing from this group.
Par contre, vraiment avec son béret tout pété là.
What are they planning to do? I don't have time to sort through all this. Not with them watching me. I heard about your wife, and Hear me out. I might be able to help.
What do you mean? You'll answer me if you're smart, and understand the concept of self-preservation.
What you're doing, well, that kind of love is rare.
My wife followed your goings-on in the society columns, Wayne. You're more familiar with lust than love.
That's how I know how precious that kind of love is. What if you get caught? Sent to prison. What happens to your wife then?
What do you propose?
I own technology companies, Victor. Big ones. You could house and protect her, continue your research to cure her.
Why? Why would you do this?
Your wife deserves it, right? The innocent deserve our protection.
You're right about that much. I'll talk to Bane. Make sure he thinks you're on the level.
You have my word.
I may have misjudged you.
Any tips on handling Bane?
I don't know. Go talk to him. Good luck.
What would Harley need with an EMP? I can't risk tampering with it. And now I see where Bane gets his fashion sense.
Est-ce qu'il y a d'autres trucs à voir?
I was hoping to get another chance to speak with you.
Thirsty work. My throat is dry. Fetch, Wayne.
What the hell do you want? Bane doesn't want us talking to him. Get out of here.
EMP shielding. This material will keep whatever it's insulating from being affected by the EMP blast.
Il prépare un gros truc, j'aime pas du tout. Où sont les pierres?
Hey, buddy! It's always so good to see you. Like, so good.
Always good to see you, John.
I've been wanting to say, Bruce, thanks for helping me out before, and your office, making me look good.
Actually thought you'd be mad about what happened before at Wayne Enterprises. You know, Harley really seemed to be...
Not at all. Harley and I talked and talked about how lame you are. It was by far the longest we've ever talked without her losing interest. It was great. I should have known right when we pinky sweared that everything would work out great.
Harley wants me to try to get in good with Bane and Freeze.
I think you're well on your way to doing just that. And I've been doing, you know, what I can to help, too. You didn't catch it? When it looked like Bane might kill you, I set off that EMP, you know, as a distraction. Thought it might give you a chance to show off your technical skills in front of Freeze.
That was intentional? John, how did you manage to do that?
No Bane was going to kill you? Seemed like a safe bet.
No, Lucius would have put safeguards on the EMP to keep you from doing exactly what you did.
Then I guess we both got really lucky. And wouldn't you know it, you nailed it. You already know I like you, Bruce. You better get cracking on getting those other guys to like you, too. 'Cause I don't want to have to watch what happens if they don't.
Priska.
Now, Bane loves that beer. I bought some for when I need to talk to him. He's scarier than anybody in Arkham.
Did you have one here?
Oh, that spot was for Batman.
You like Batman?
What's not to like? I only saw him for a second in Arkham, but... Oh man, I'd love to see him again. Think she really brightens up the room? 1,000-watt face.
How'd you two meet?
Same way you and I met. In Arkham. She found me at a dark time and gave me a reason to live out here and experience all this. I don't see how we aren't destined to be together. It just wouldn't make any sense.
Bon, je crois qu'on a tout vu. On peut y aller.
John sure rolled out the welcome wagon. At least he's glad to have me here.
J'adore comment la caméra est bien centrée là. C'est bon.
Bane, a word.
Ah, j'en ai une de bière.
Just thought you looked thirsty.
Please, come. Riddler, he bombed your building and killed your friend. Someone did that to me. I'd bomb their building, kill their friend. As Riddler's friend, I have to know, are you here for payback? Did you come for revenge? Answer me, or I will break you in half.
Riddler is dead. Any revenge I wanted, I already got.
He did not deserve such an end. But you have a point. In this line of work, one cannot be too careful. Trust has been the hardest thing to find, especially after Riddler's death. Yes, men you can trust, so hard to find. He was with my crew at the police arsenal.
Bane!
The prisoner he was supposed to be guarding got away. And yet he doesn't have a scratch on him.
This is crazy!
I suspect we have a traitor among us. One begins to smell a rat after Riddler's murder and that prisoner getting away. Loyalty is all that we have. But there can be no trust unless I can believe that you are who you say you are, and that you are really willing to do all that you claim. Only one of you walks out of here.
You know me.
The sooner one of you picks up that pipe and bashes the other's head, the sooner we get this over with.
Fine. I'll prove it!
You showed him mercy. That was a mistake. Take him somewhere.
The package is moving.
What's going on?
The job we've been getting ready for. It's happening.
Good. I'm ready.
Not so fast, the money bags. You're not in the pact. Not yet. Not till everyone votes. What do you say, boys? Bruce Wayne. In or out?
The aristocrat lacks the backbone to dirty his hands. Out.
There may be more to Wayne than first appeared. He can be trusted. In.
Bruce is strong and smart and handsome, like super handsome. It's nuts, you guys. And where was I going with this? Right. I vote in.
Well, aren't you, Mr. Popular? We got a majority, folks. Bruce is in. You've earned a ticket to ride, pal. Make sure that EMP shielding is on those APCs. I don't need any surprises. Time to get that package.
Remember, when we work together, no one can stop us. When we work together, the world can be ours! Let's go!
Somebody grab that thing, it's important.
Let's go hit him with the hind!
On s'engage dans quelque chose de très mauvais. Très mauvais, visiblement. Mais on est obligé de le faire. We have no choice.
Wayne, we are close. Make your device ready.
Will do. EMP primed and ready to go.
Harley.
Yeah, what?
We have almost reached the target vehicle.
What?
Now, you are providing our escape.
Waller. On the move with targets. Track this signal. Get your people here. Now.
We've got your signal locked. Cavalry is on the way.
Now we do this.
Est-ce que ça va bien se passer?
Wait, what in the... I gotta say, Bruce, now that we're actually here and it's really happening, I'm feeling some butterflies in my stomach.
We have an obstruction ahead, both lanes. Armored vehicles. Service weapons at the ready. Do not engage.
Now, Wade! Do it!
What was that? What the hell is going on?
HQ, do you copy?
My gun, it's fried.
All comms are down.
Move! Carry the torch, Mr. Suit. Stay sharp. Secure the vehicle.
Stay down.
Face it, you're outmatched. Nobody has to die here.
Your place is on the perimeter.
Yeah.
Freeze! Open the door. Everyone, stay sharp and keep order. Allow no sudden moves and no talking.
Strike it. Go on. Quickly. You're wondering what's in there. Find out for yourself.
Back off, or I'll shoot. No!
Don't.
Right, kiddo!
We don't have time for this.
We're not done here, Wayne.
I would not turn my back on him. I'll leave this cleanup to you, but hurry. Men, seize the cargo.
Get out of here. Waller, where are you?
Putain, j'en étais sûr.
Waller here. Let them have it, Wayne.
What are you talking about?
The package. Let them have it. It's not worth my agents' lives.
You can't be serious. You were supposed to be here.
No! That was my ride! Break out the artillery and disable their vehicles!
Damn it!
We can fix this all later. For now, just move it. Waller out.
I don't want to hurt ya, but I will blow your heads off if you make me. Eat concrete! Lights out!
Put out that fire!
On it.
I'm gonna play whack-a-mole with their heads.
They say warrior's dead!
Harley!
Brucey, come join the fun! Keep your arms and legs inside the ride!
What do you want with us?
Faut qu'on joue un peu notre rôle.
That was fun. Kinda. Be a sweetheart and give me a hand with the luggage. Damn it, Bane! Can you get in the damn car already? I'm out of here! Nice work back there, Brucey boy. You really know how to show a girl a good time.
Have your fun now.
Oof, the Iceman bummeth.
If Bane survives, he'll make us all pay for abandoning him.
Bane will survive, and he won't let this slide. He knew the risks. Bane shouldn't have put himself in that situation.
It's his fault he's in a pickle.
Be careful. You might wind up in a similar situation one day.
All right. We got the package. Be grateful you're around to see it. Intrigued, Brucey? Wanna know what's inside? Go on. Open it.
Oh, j'allais dire en plus que ça ressemblait vachement à un cercueil. C'est la réflexion que je m'étais faite dans ma tête, mais je comprends même pourquoi ça ressemblait à un cercueil.
You really put us through a lot of trouble, Mr. Smarty Pants. Getting yourself killed like that. We needed you for the next stage.
I've got what you need. For the right price.
Catwoman. nos chemins se recroisent à nouveau. Alors, vous et 99,8% des joueurs avaient laissé Waller se sentir déboussolé. Elle a été frustrée quand vous lui avez demandé de considérer Gordon. Elle a désapprouvé le fait que vous ayez appelé Gordon plutôt qu'elle pour vous aider. Mais comme vous avez accepté de travailler avec elle pendant qu'elle était sous couverture, votre relation avec Waller est positive. Vous et 60,2% des joueurs avaient laissé John se sentir heureux. Il a été ravi quand vous avez juré de ne plus jamais mentir. Il a été intrigué par la façon sournoise dont vous vous êtes occupé de Willy. Il est fou de joie que vous ayez choisi de vous battre aux côtés d'Harley. Vous et 18,3% des joueurs avaient laissé Tiffany se sentir déboussolée. Elle a été surprise quand vous lui avez dit que Lucius travaillait avec Batman. Elle a été indignée quand vous avez suggéré qu'elle ne pouvait pas prendre soin d'elle-même. Vous l'avez peut-être aidé à s'échapper, mais elle n'a pas confiance en vos motivations. Ah bah, je sais pas. 33,9% des joueurs avaient laissé Alfred se sentir stressé. Il a approuvé votre décision d'être honnête avec Tiffany. Il était énervé quand lui avez ordonné de s'occuper du problème de Regina. Votre conversation dans le petit salon l'a lessivé. 81,1% des joueurs avaient laissé Gordon se sentir inquiet. Il est content que vous l'ayez appelé pour qu'il vous aide. Il est honoré de travailler avec vous contre Waller. Comme vous lui avez dit la vérité, il est inquiet que Waller puisse révéler votre identité. Vous et 60,2% des joueurs avaient laissé Harley se sentir heureuse. Elle a été agacée de ne pas avoir réussi à vous manipuler dans le labo. Elle a été impressionnée que vous réussissiez à découvrir des informations sur son père. Mais comme vous vous êtes battu à ses côtés plutôt qu'à ceux de Bane, elle se sent ravie. Avez-vous réussi à obtenir la clé phalanx de la part de Tiffany? 49,9% des joueurs n'avaient pas convaincu Tiffany de remettre la clé phalanx à John. Était une bonne idée. Tiffany... Avez-vous appelé Gordon ou Waller à l'arsenal? 71,6% des joueurs avaient joint Gordon quand vous en aviez besoin. Avez-vous laissé filer Willy ou vous avez utilisé la violence? Vous et 44,2% des joueurs avaient essayé de calmer Willy avec une boisson quand il a pointé un couteau sur vous. On a essayé de tempérer. Qui avez-vous suivi dans le convoi? 42,2% des joueurs avaient essayé de minimiser les dégâts collatéraux pendant la descente sur le convoi en suivant Harley. Et en désamorçant le chaos à chaque opportunité. Avez-vous fait serment avec John? Vous et 95% des joueurs avaient accepté l'offre de serment de John, devenant amis pour la vie. Vous et 49,9% des joueurs n'avaient pas convaincu Tiffany que remettre la clé de phalanx à John était une bonne idée. Très bien. Bon, on lit pas tout, c'est chiant. Hein. Si je devais tout lire, je m'en sortirais plus. Très bien. Confier avec envoyer la sauvegarde. Bah, on fait ce qui est recommandé. Bon, le chapitre, cet épisode-là, ce chapitre-là était plus court que les autres. Enfin, que le dernier plutôt. Mais c'est cool, au moins ça me fait finir à temps, pas trop tard, parce que j'ai commencé mon live un peu tard quand même. Minuit 17, c'est relativement bien. Nous, en tout cas, voilà, demain, on va se retrouver pour l'épisode 3, Masque brisé. Alors que la pression pour découvrir l'attaque imminente sur Gotham ne cesse de s'intensifier, Bruce doit jongler avec sa double identité et ses relations avec ses nouveaux alliés. Voilà, et donc on va reprendre contact avec Catwoman. Personnellement, j'avais réussi à la pécho dans la première saison, dans le premier opus. Est-ce que ça va continuer avec cette ambiguïté-là? Est-ce qu'on va peut-être être complice sans le montrer aux autres? J'ai hâte de voir, en vrai, ça peut être intéressant. Nous, en tout cas, on va se dire à très très bientôt. Et puis à une prochaine. Et puis bah en attendant, hop, attendez, hop, prenez soin de vous. Ciao, ciao. Et veuillez aussi m'excuser pour le fait que ce live ait été un petit peu chaotique, dans le sens où ouais, c'était un peu parfois c'était un peu compliqué, mais je tente Streamlabs et ouais, peut-être que ça a beaucoup lagué, j'en suis aussi désolé. Je tente avec Streamlabs, je pense revenir sur OBS Studio, mais ça me fait un peu chier parce que j'aime bien Streamlabs, que je peux gérer mon stream depuis mon iPad, donc son trop fort, pas besoin de faire auto Windows, etc. C'est super pratique. Alors peut-être qu'il y a des plugins pour OBS Studio, je vais vérifier tout ça. En attendant, voilà, je vais tenter des trucs, voilà, je vais tenter et voilà. Bref, en attendant, du coup, nous on va se dire à très bientôt, du coup, à demain normalement, et j'espère pouvoir vous faire pas mal d'épisodes, peut-être enchaîner 2 épisodes demain, comme ça il nous en restera un dernier, voilà. J'essaie de prévoir parce que j'ai aussi d'autres jeux à faire, etc. Et j'aimerais bien faire le plus possible parce que là je me sens d'attaque. Bref, voilà, un petit message, voilà. Donc voilà, je vais alterner entre OBS Studio et Streamlabs OBS avec lequel je suis moins à l'aise, tenter des trucs de paramètres, m'intéresser un peu plus à Streamlabs OBS, peut-être que ça peut être mieux, mais à voir. Bref, voilà, c'était juste un petit truc informatif. En tout cas, c'est tout ce que j'avais à dire. Voilà, en tout cas, du coup, à demain et prenez soin de vous. Tchuss.